OEMs also want to see TV and radio differently. And you're seeing this, I think, most pronounced when it comes to radio inside of vehicles, but I think TVs are right behind, and they're also trying to figure out how do we monetize this experience beyond just selling hardware. This is what the auto manufacturers are thinking of, and I think this is also what the TV manufacturers are thinking of. They're building their own operating systems. They have to move away from single-digit margins on devices. And when you think about cars, the average car today, new car, costs almost $50,000. But if you look at survey data, 80% of people who are planning to buy a new car expect to pay less than $50,000 for their vehicle. So there's a massive mismatch between how much vehicles are going to cost and how much people think they're going to pay. Where do they make up the delta? I think OEMs are going to look at how do we monetize other things. You've seen Tesla pull out the radios, obviously. Both, at first they pulled out AM and FM radio. There was a little bit of an uproar, and they said, fine, you can have AM back. We'll just sell it to you as a subscription, or we'll charge you a flat fee. And they're trying to create subscription models around all of the features of the vehicle. But they're not the only ones. BMW offered to unlock a number of features that you might want for subscription. Now, there was pushback on this initially, but I think over time we might say, well, could I get the vehicle at a lower price, and maybe I'll unlock the seat warmers later on. And probably everybody in Texas would be totally happy with that, because I imagine none of you ever use your seat warmers based upon the experience I've had this week. Mercedes is doing the same thing. They're building in subscription services. How do we unlock features? How do we charge those and have a different price on all of these different features? This is from Audi, and you can see with our next generation of electric architecture, we will bring more offers to function on demand. That's how auto manufacturers are thinking about the next vehicle. Can I give you function on demand? And obviously, what they really should call this is function for a price. I'll let you unlock certain features that you might want for a price, ideally for a subscription. And so there will be this, I think, this battle between, is this one more subscription versus, I really want this feature and I want to get a lower priced car. And I think we'll see a lot of innovation, a lot of experimentation happen there. If you think about EVs, as EV uptake grows, now EV uptake has slowed, but it is continuing to grow, so it's not doubling like it did, but still growing at 50%. With EVs, you lose the grille. You don't need a traditional grille, and so you're seeing auto manufacturers replace that with essentially OLED displays. Could we imagine a day where those OLED displays become advertisements that we are willing to lease out so that we can get a lower price on our vehicle? The future car owner might be an advertiser because they're trying to get to a lower price.